Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel. This is my first video and I'm gonna make an abaya, this that I'm wearing. Of course my hijab doesn't match, but hey. So I made this for my friend Hanan, so I named it the Hanan Batwing Kaftan slash abaya. And yeah, so the video is there. Of course, if you guys like it, definitely subscribe. If you want information about getting fabric, definitely write me on YouTube. I don't have an Instagram or a blog or anything, but probably in the future I would. So yeah, thank you so much and let's get started. Okay, so for this project, what you're going to need your fabric that I have laid out here. You are also going to need maybe a yardstick or a measuring tape. You're also going to need scissors. I've got one too many scissors here, something to mark with, and you're also going to need some pins. So, and one other thing, you are going to need a tank top. So for the tank top, well, you're going to use the tank top, you're going to use a tank top that fits you loosely. So like mine is kind of loose like this. What you're going to do, you're going to take your tank top, take your tank top and you align it. So now what I did, I have my fabric folded. So my length, okay, so you're going to measure from your shoulder, which would be here, all the way down to the bottom, and how long you want it. Mine is 58 inches, and then I took my fabric and I folded it in half. I used 1.5 yards because I'm very short, so 1.5 yards would work. If you're taller, you may need 2 yards. Pretty much all you really need is the length. My fabric isn't very wide. I think it's only about, less than 45 inches. It's about 35 inches wide. So just to give you an idea. So you measure from your shoulder blades all the way down to how long you want it. I usually go on my tippy toes because I most likely would be wearing a heel with it. And then I got 58 inches, including heel space. So you fold it in half because we're going to cut both at the same time, and it's just less work when you do it that way. You align your fabric wherever you're cutting it, and then you take your tank top, fold it open, and you align it. Now, once you've aligned the tank top, go ahead and cut out. Just mark out your armhole. Mark out the top here. Even if it looks a little small, it's better that it's small than it's too big, because then you don't have to adjust it. If it's too big, it's harder to adjust, sorry. If it's small, you could easily make it bigger. So I drew out my lines, and it's only on one side. You're not going to do anything on this side. Okay, so now we take that off. I'm not going to cut this fabric because I already have this black Kaftan in this style. Then you're gonna sew all the way down to the bottom. Then you're halfway there. So now you could fold the top in. So if you see here, mine is, I put a bias in. You could just fold it over because this fabric is really good for folding over. Even if you wanted to fold the armhole over before you cut it, before you sew the sides down, that would also work. In fact, if you're a new sewer, maybe that would be the best thing. So so we have our armhole. Mine is 7. What I did in order so that this isn't too big, What I did is that I measured 7 all the way across the fabric. Then I determined how big I wanted mine. I wanted mine with a little bit of space. So I have about 4 inches of space. You don't have to put that much. Determine how big the widest part of your body is. So let's say, for example, if your hip is the widest part of your body, take your hip measurement at about 2 to 3 inches. Because you're going to have to wear something. Like I have a petticoat on and a black top. So you're going to need that space on it. But if you're doing it with like a tight fabric, then maybe, and you wanted it tight, you're not going to leave that much space. Probably just an inch. So we have 7 for your armhole. Draw a line all the way across or just mark it. Mark it. Then what you're going to do is from this point, you're going to sew all the way down. And then once you sew all the way down, you hem the bottom and you have this. And this is your Hanan Abaya. Thank you. See you guys next time.